Hello, y'all. How you feeling tonight? Hey. I am excited you all braved the men's heat out there and came in. So many great faces in this room tonight. I'm excited that all of you are here. Those I've known for a long time, those are newer, those I met tonight for a couple of you. We'll get to an open mic here in a little bit, but as always, we start with our feature, and then we'll also end with our feature a little bit later, so you get to hear our feature a couple different times. I met tonight's feature in this room at this event. You popped in, and you're like, you know, I'm an Akron poet, but I mostly perform in Cleveland, and you know, fantastic on the mic, and you've been down a few more times since then. But I see you, true to your word, I do hear you perform way more often in Cleveland than I do down here. And you know, as for most of the features that we bring in here, from the time we talk about it, from the time we book to the time the event comes, it's been a minute. So it's one of those things that, you know, it helps like build up, at least for me, some excitement of like, oh yeah, this event's coming up. So I'm super excited to get you up here on the mic. How many of you are already familiar with Drae Day? I know some of the table is. I know we got your mom here tonight. I'll think you get more familiar than that. How many of you is this new for Drae Day? I don't remember being here. I don't know if you were overlapped at the same time or not. Some folks back there. And yeah, fantastic. So some of y'all get to hear Drae again, some of you get to hear Drae for the first time. Either way, I think you're going to enjoy this. You're already doing this, but just to make sure I say, this is a poetry event, and if we give energy to the poet, what happens?
They give the energy.
Hell yeah! So if we're just quiet, it is really hard to build your energy back. This room is not quiet. I've been here, I know most of you know what we're doing anyway, but the more energy you put out, the more energy the poet can recycle and bring back to you, and the better night we're all gonna have. So let's welcome to the stage, Drae Day!
How y'all feeling?
Good.
All right. So originally I was like, I'm gonna make a whole little set. Like I'm gonna use a bunch of like, I was gonna use like a bunch of like kid rhymes, like Ring Around Rosie, bunch of stuff, and I was gonna make it into like poems, and that didn't happen. So, but what I'm gonna give y'all today is, I'm gonna give y'all some like unreleased like notebook poems.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, basically. And then later, when I come back up here later, I'll do some memorized, newer like ones that I love. So, I'm gonna look at these notebooks. So,
do you want a music stand?
No.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Some of these poems I'm gonna read them, and I just want y'all to guess like what they about, and then I'm gonna tell you what they're about. Cause you like reading them, you'll be like, what is this poem about?
Yeah.
And then I can tell you. But anyways, this is the first one. I wrote this a long time ago, and I think I need to finish it for real. So, here we go. How dare you be so dangerous and decide that I don't have a spirit within me? I know dangerous be my first, middle, and last name, but you invaded my hood. You gentrified every block I've lived on. Somebody that looks just like me dies every day. And we don't make it on the news. This ain't nothing new. I'll be looked at as the bad guy. Like you didn't speed down my block to kill me. What y'all think that poem's about?
Police.
It's about, one more guess. It's about deer.
You might have to read some of these twice after you told me.
You want to rewind? I can't.
I need to let that sit in.
Right?
How dare you be so dangerous and decide that I don't have a spirit within me? I know dangerous be my first, middle, and last name, but you invaded my hood. You gentrified every block I've lived on. Somebody looks like me dies every day, and we don't make it on the news. This ain't nothing new. I'll be looked at as the bad guy, like you didn't speed down my block to kill me.
Okay. You were writing from the perspective of the deer?
Yeah. All right, we got another poem like that. It's just I wrote it and I just never finished it. Okay. I got a secret. Somebody in the family has been touching me. It's ingrained in my memory. Every holiday or celebration, I find warm, unwarranted hands feeling on me. Aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, they've tasted me, tilted me, and turned me around. Use every bit of me until I'm empty. My insides hurt. Always shook to my core. Spread like fertilizer on farmland. My seeds in the family. It's illegal. Weed. What do y'all think that poem's about?
Weed.
Nothing good.
Right.
So it's actually, I'm sure y'all do y'all season y'all food. So look, it's about seasonings in the cabinet. Yeah. So like, it's from the perspective of like a salt shaker or pepper shaker, anything in the cabinet. Yeah. Do y'all want to hear it one more time?
Yes, please.
Okay. I got a secret. Somebody in the family has been touching me. That was kind of like,
It hits different.
it's ingrained in my memory. Every holiday or celebration, I find warm, unwarranted hands feeling on me. Aunts, uncles, grandpas, grandmas, they've tasted me, tilted me, and turned me around. Used every bit of me until I'm empty. My insides hurt. Always shook to my core. Spread like fertilizer on farmland. My seeds in the family. It's illegal. This one is, I was on the first page. Okay. This is a good poem. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I love when people say, text me when you make it home. Well, I can't really text you until I make it in my home. The trip from the car to the front door be the most dangerous part. Not the dangerous cracks of the cement, it's the bullets cracking the wind. It's the time when crackheads don't wind down. And if I get cracked in the head with a pistol, I hope while I lay unconscious, I dream of a better home where I can send a I'm home text before I actually get out of the car, where I don't have to plan how I carry things in, because I don't have to rely on one trip. See, around where I live at, one trip could kill you, or one trip could keep you alive. I wrote this one day because I was like trying to write a poem about like depression, anxiety, but like all of it mixed into a poem, but where it just don't make sense, but it's a poem still. So here we go. You ever slept in a twin-sized bed with depression? That's how me and depression became Siamese twins, glued together at the hip. I was marinating in the bed. My body started to break down. So basically, I'm a seasoned veteran with this depression shit. I mean, 99.9% of the time, I'm a pessimist. Purely focused on my L's per rail, sanitizing my body in the shower with anxiety, and when I step out, I put my work clothes on. I work in security. I got some love poems in here. If you know me, you know that I don't write love. So. But it's in the notebook, so you're gonna get it today. No hidden agendas or tactics. Tactical love is not for me. I'm a lethal lover. Like C4, grenades, love that'll blow you away or sweep you off your feet. I've been trained to create safe spaces. I'm a love assassin. Physical touch is my favorite love language. Pressing palms until the pressure creates perspiration. Hugs that feel like one of us here heaven calling. Kisses that kill distance between lips. Let's see what else we got here. This is a short poem too. It's about like I'm a night owl kinda, but as you kind of grow up, you really can't be a night owl, right? You got responsibilities, you got bills to pay and things like that, so you can't play around, right? But this is about my sleep schedule. When it comes to my sleep schedule, I got the spirit of Nat Turner. I'm nocturnal, always fighting my sleep, killing Z's until I get freedom. The freedom to choose my sleep schedule. Because I'm tired of being tired. Tired of willing myself out the bed at 3 p.m. I be used tired. So used to being tired, feeling deflated. Random paper folding in here, okay. What else we got in here? See, I didn't even look through the phone before I got here. I'm just like, you know what? We gonna find something in here. All right, I got two more in this notebook, and I think there's like one in there probably. Okay, this one is about It's about God. And I actually do plan on doing this poem like later in the month because I got another feature in Columbus. Yeah. So I gotta finish this poem. But this is the beginning of it. I'm okay with having blood on my hands, especially if it's from him. The one, if I touches him, I be healed. Then a little blood never hurt nobody. If it heal a crip, if it come from a man who died and 3 days later rose from a crip, a man who basically can handle both sides of the rock. Basically, it might offend others if you believe in him, but he'll defend you from demons.
Come on.
Alright, this is another one. This is like one of my favorites. I gotta finish it though. It's about drug dealers and cereal having things in common. I know that sounds crazy. It sounds outlandish, but this may sound silly, but drug dealers and cereal have a lot in common. Both are products of being boxed in. Both of them are killers. The sugar will enter your bloodstream one way or another. And tell me, who really following serving sizes? You gotta serve until the size of your pocket don't fit the recipe. Maybe if you follow the recipe, you wouldn't be a serial killer. And the recipe is usually rest in peace. You either die from diabetes or die because someone beat you to the gun with ease. I think I got like one more, one or two more.
All right.
I'm gonna do this short one, and then I got another one, and then I'm gonna come back later. This poem is about my grandma. My grandmother is a mix of a boxer and an alcoholic. She took shots straight to the liver, type of shots you dodge, ones that make you dizzy, like drunk driving in a Dodge, a splash of roadkill that leaves marks on the body. Also, my grandma's like, how old is she? 75. 75. That's crazy, right? Give it up for my grandma for being 75. Alright, this is the last poem and I'm gonna hop off real quick. This poem is like, I'll explain the backstory. I wrote it around Valentine's Day. Sometimes you just find yourself doing silly things. And this is what this poem is about, okay? I like to ride till the wheels fall off. And even when the wheels fall off, I get the crazy idea to get a wheel alignment. Because we don't ride on spare tires, we ride on spare time. So let's take the key out the ignition. The first thing you should do is get this spare key. This is funny to me. Okay. First thing you should do is get the spare key back from that man. The one you sparingly see, the one that supposedly got the key to your heart so we can sneak safely. And although we do a lot of things safely, when I'm sleeping in your bed and your head is safely placed on my chest, I begin to think about guns with no safety. Because your front door be vault and there's a man out there with a safe key. Yeah. Moral of the story, don't trust people that like you too fast. There's a catch. There's always a catch. But thank you. I'm gonna be back.
All right. Let's give it up one more time for Drae. That cereal piece, man. I really like it. I know you said you're still working on it, so it might get even more into it. But yeah, really like the way that connection started coming out. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We're going to go in just a minute into a break. This is the time to get drinks, to get food. Really good time to walk around, to mingle, to talk to other people. This room is full with amazing people. So make some connections and talk to people you already know, or both. There is a donation pot over there, suggested $5. There's no cover always, but there's suggested $5 donation there. That goes all to pay our features, so if you're able to throw a few bucks in there, you can do digitally or you can throw it right, for those who still carry cash, you can throw it right in there. There are cookies right behind it, homemade chocolate chip cookies. I literally pulled them out of the oven and let them cool just enough to hop in my car and get here, so they're as fresh as they could be. But yeah, there have been like threats of some upheaval here if I didn't bring them.
Yeah, you're right.
So I did. There's a merch table. There's certainly things we're selling. Like there's the Angry Cow hoodies and there's mugs I make with my mom and books and shit. But there's also, so check those out. But there's also magnets, pins, and stickers, which are all free tonight. If you want an Angry Cow poetry, any of those, feel free to grab one of each. If you're not yet on the open mic list and you want to be, get on the open mic list because that's what we're doing next. So yeah, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, y'all, how you feeling? This room has gotten even bigger. The open mic list has gotten even longer. I'm excited. It's a great list. There's so many amazing poets on this list. As always, but certainly when you have a list this full, keep it to 2 poems or less. Ed can have his exception. That's something you're aware of. But keep it to 2 poems or less. Let's not do 2 epic poems tonight, so we can keep things moving. We got a lot of folks out here. Or relate, if you're doing a song or something, feel free. But keep it to like the equivalent of about 2 poem lengths. Keep that energy going like we were doing before. The more energy, the better this night's going to be. So we got a long list. Let's get it started. First to the open mic, we have a former feature here, a former guest host here, part of the 3-year anniversary we had a year ago in the back. Please welcome Q in the studio.
Hey everyone, how you guys doing?
Good.
Shout out to Drae Day, love you bro, great job.
Hey.
Can't wait to see what you bring in the second half, because I really like the fact that you just dumped out your drafts like that. I love that. I wish we get more of that. All right, in the spirit of keeping things quick and simple, I'm gonna do this real quick one. I'm working, I think I might have read this last time, but I don't care. I'm working on a collection of poems about times when I had to hear about the story about the last night from someone else. Because, yeah. So this is called, well, I don't know what it's called. This is about a concert at Kent State. It was too late of a pregame for the Little Uzi concert. A full bottle of green apple Ciroc split right down the middle, a good flirt with a couple of sorority girls, a new collection of Snapchat usernames never used, a repressed state of perpetual anxiety, this odd little portion of society lined up to watch some so-called demon with a diamond in his head dive into a pit of snakes. I never really trusted anyone at that school. I trusted some bottle of strange juice from that seductive collection of Greek letters. To that I attribute the forgetting, the stumbling and falling out of the arena before the main event could arrive. To that and the blunt I thought came from my cousin, I credit the losing of myself, the lost context of the night, of the lights still on in the morning, of the wetness of my clothes, of the half piece of pizza laying next to me still, the most peaceful partner I've ever shared a bed with. What a greasy morning, what a smattering of memories to gather over the course of the next month. Of course, I remember you. We danced to Magnolia together, and I woke up like this won't matter years from now. I didn't realize we took the same psych class. That was you who walked me back from the Mac. That was so nice of you. You should let me buy you dinner sometime. Oh, we tried that before. Oh, right, pizza, of course. How could I forget? And then this next one, I'm still like in the editing stage of this. I just like, for real, finished it today. like right after work. It's not finished. It's just like like but it's getting to that point, I think. But it's like life knocking down, and you gotta get back up at some point. Anyway. Before a boy can form the primitive pattern of survival with his feet, he must learn to place them patiently, one after the other. He must fix his posture in the upright position and practice bracing for a fall. He cannot prepare for this moment without first using his knees to push and his hands to pull himself toward his peers, and this form of progress is to be remembered. When life inevitably slices him right above the shin, bursting all the fibers that ultimately bear his weight, the world, in this child's pose, will not be a playmat, but one made for prayer. His hands, their posture fixed in an upright position, pulled down on a hatch to reveal a secret passage to yesteryears, the crawling, the kneeling, the sprawling about the floor, reaching for something to grab hold of, to garner a sturdy ankle and make a stance out of another's balance. Before a man can find balance, he must teeter a tumultuous line between complacency and understanding. An understanding of circumstances is not to accept them as the end of what once was, but to know that they are fact and present tense, and premonitions are not to lose their place but to be adaptive, and he is to be adamant to excel beyond those wildest of his past dreams. He must make putty out of stone, make malleable the future, make the mind a sandbox and rubbish out of the hourglass, take time not as a suggestion but as a record to be referenced in the rebuilding of one's resolve. A hard restart is not to be taken as a step backwards but a step down into a less polluted airway, a rest period, a reprieve from the reckoning of adulthood, a purging of the system and reclamation of space to be reassigned to new memories, to be randomly accessed, a refueling of the tank, a reignition, a refiring of all cylinders. Before he can find peace, he must battle, rumble, young man, rumble, rupture tendons, return to earth, rake your fingers through soil and rubble, regain balance, return to feet, rumble, run, rest, repeat, rumble, run, rest, repeat, rumble, young man, rumble, repeat, rumble, young man, repeat, run, 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 repeat, rest, run, repeat, run, repeat, rest, repeat, rest, relieve yourself of your duties, reflect on your accomplishments, recognize who you've become, everything that was supposed to be is, and you can finally rest, repeat, done. Thank you.
I don't think I've ever heard that one before. That's great. That was brand new. Brand new. That's right, you did say that. That's why I never heard it before. Brand new. Yeah, I love that. That, my friends, is Q in the Stew. Let's turn up one more time. Oh, yeah. I'm just thinking in my head. I'm like bringing the list up, and I'm like, I know I was about to call on somebody. Next up to the mic, we have one of our longest and most faithful regulars. Like, I don't know how long it's been since you've missed a month. We might be talking years.
Yeah, long day.
Yeah. The one person who gets a special exemption to the 2-poem limit, many of you already know why. Please welcome the mic, Amann!
Yeah, those that know me know this goes by really quick. Actually, first one ain't that short.
All right.
The other two are shorter and later. First one's a little harsh.
Okay.
Since America got bent, 12 a week on this one, 15 on the other. Almost enough to live on, no time to be a mother. Now he's running with a different crowd than the neighbor kids she knows. He's got dreams of girls and fancy cars. One guess where this story goes. She's got the rent and half the lights. It's better than the daily fights before the old man went. Just mom and son against the world, getting harder every day since America got bent. She'd worry if she had the time. You know she worries anyway. But you know it doesn't change a thing. Either work or not get paid. One night it happened anyway, just like she feared it would. Sirens screamed, the phone rang hard, and she knew it wasn't good. The caller said the son had passed. Won't be the first, won't be the last. And the hail of shots was justified. That's the message every time. Getting harder every day since America got bent. Okay, as promised, shorter and lighter. Nothing but a clown. What a silly creature mankind is, with our strange contrary ways, with our talk of love and kindness, but turn to hatred if it pays. Build constitutions and cathedrals just to turn and blow them down for an insult or a dollar, like we're nothing but a clown. And last, as always, written right here, cheated the month by a day because July has too many syllables. Only June and it's a broiler. August waiting in the wings. Step outside and feel like bacon. It's what global warming brings. I'm Ed Amann. You can always find me on the web at www.edmanwalking.com. And you can find me right here in the Rialto living room on August 22nd at 5:30 with 2 guitars and songs.
Yeah. Even Ed's longer poems are shorter than a lot of y'all's. Shortest poems. Give it up one more time for Ed Amann. Hansen, right? Okay. All right. Yeah, we're just going to bring you up. Next to the open mic, somebody I just met tonight. Really excited. Had a great conversation already. First to this event, Mike. I think you've performed here before, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Please welcome Hansen Risley!
Hi, everybody. I'm really new to this. I've been to this event a couple times. I help around and intern here. I was here last summer just to help around and stuff. I did not come up on stage though.
Okay.
I am a songwriter and I do a lot of local different things. I wrote a song yesterday. And I could either recite it as a poem or I could sing it a cappella, and I was just going to ask you guys which you would prefer.
Yeah, let's sing.
Hey, Seth. Seth! Oh, he's too far back there. I'm just going to ask for a little bit more reverb so it'll be a little bit more full for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to sing a cappella. Can I have more reverb on the channel?
Let's give it up for Seth Vale.
Yeah! Check on 2. Check. All right. Thank you. This is called Fool's Gold. I like to think I made a ripple in your life when you altered the reflection of mine. Few years down, will you remember me, or will I just be a memory, a flicker somewhere deep in your mind? I drank tea in the living room of our apartment, listened to our songs and things felt fine. Sometimes when I'm in a reverie, I hope you won't remember me, and even if that's true, it's still a lie. It's hard to believe that you purely cared for me. Pretend I never felt your words so cold. I would have wished my flaws away, but I never could have stayed. I thought you'd be around till I was old. It feels cruel to believe
Right?
You can't pay for that.
Y'all, we picked right. Just saying. Give it up one more time for Hansen Risley. A good time to note this too, by the way. I do film all the events. You've probably seen me messing with the camera over there. Any of the poets to the open mic, if you don't, it's not going out live. I edit it, it goes out later. If anybody comes up and doesn't want their piece in the footage, just let me know. Or let me beforehand, I'll turn the camera off. Or you decide later, like, oh, that wasn't the piece I want to put out there. That's all fair too. Otherwise, I'm putting you out there. This is your warning now. If you don't want to be on the video, tell me sometime before you leave. Or message me later or something. One of the things that makes events like this work is we have regulars who show up almost all the time. I mean, some of you are here constantly. We have regulars who show up when they can, and that's huge too. Like nobody can be there. Not very few people can be there every time. Sometimes you even go to Scotland. So very few people can be here every single time. But when people come repeatedly, even if that's twice a year, 3 times a year, 4 times a year, that's the community that builds up events like this. And events like all the amazing stuff going on in Cleveland. And then people come in and just check it out for the first time. Sometimes they'll come because, your kid's performing is a feature tonight, and that's pretty amazing too. But you're always welcome back. Come anytime. Always the first Wednesday of the month. The next performer I have up to the open mic is one of our longest regulars here. Pops in and out. Like I said, that's one of those things where sometimes it works, sometimes the timing is great, sometimes it doesn't. I know some of you live further away, some of you right down the street. So that factors in too. But always love when you walk in the room. Please welcome to the mic, Stephen Pryce!
Okay, everybody, I just have one poem tonight. Again, most of my writing is about work and recovery. This poem is about trying to be there for somebody, and it's also for the 4th of July. It is called Team Leader. Rick shared his life stories at work. He was a young man. It could make you go berserk, but I was his fan. He talked about being a Marine in Afghanistan. He talked about the bar scene and his ex-wife who found another man. Now he lived in a duplex with his parents, sister, and brother-in-law. It was a lot of stress, much more than what you saw. Most nights he drank to go to sleep. His problems were so deep he couldn't talk about them, even though I was his friend. I hadn't been to the places he had been. The assembly plant was struggling to stay in business. Another layoff made it more of a mess. A lot of good employees left. I found work at another company just to be safe. I didn't think twice about his PTSD. It is sad that he left us. We gathered at his calling hours. No one could believe it. What did he fight for?
Give it up again for Steve Pryce. All right, next to the mic, we have another regular here for a while. I think 2 times in a row now that you've been here, that you've been coming to the mic and not just listening in the back. I'm excited to hear you again. Please welcome up Joe Cool.
Might not be so cool after you hear that.
Joe Uncool is have to introduce you next time.
I remember when you thought you loved me. And I thought I loved you too.
Yeah.
We were both so sure of ourselves, nothing could break us in two. You came to my house in a panic when I didn't answer my phone. I remember when you acted like you didn't want to be alone. I remember when you gave me a key to your house and I gave you a key to mine. And I thought it was understood that then what was mine was yours and what was yours was mine. It seemed we had so much in common in a mature and learned way. I remember that I thought that was the foundation of a love here to stay. Like so many love stories, the end was never far away. You forgot that you loved me, just like another dog along the way. Now it seems you are searching for what you may never find. Meanwhile, you expelled a love that was gentle, true, and kind.
Still cool.
Still cool. All right. Crowd reaction still cool? Give it up for Joe Cool. Appreciate you bringing that. I love how different poetry can be, how vulnerable it can be, how funny it can be, how introspective it can be, how deep it can be, all of those different things, which is one of the nice things about having an open mic like this that is so loaded with so many different folks, is you just hear so much different variety as you sit back, which also means I've now been talking enough. I have to remember who I was going to call next. Yes, I got it. So next poet to the mic, not only is a dynamic performer, has some of the best snaps ever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, snap for me, Dewey.
You know it.
Right? It's like 8 of mine put together, y'all. Please welcome the mic, Dewey.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Hey,
Okay, so Drae was pulling out drafts before we started opening the mic. So in honor of that, I'm doing a draft that's like far from finished, but I'm gonna do it anyway because Dre's a trendsetter.
Yeah.
And I'm not that. Very happy. So I'm gonna do this one. It's short. It's not done, and I'm gonna do another one. But this is about Vine. So it's called Ode to Vine. I know. On January 17th, 2017, Vine officially shut down its servers. That same year, my parents moved tax brackets. New tax bracket meant new city meant new school, and suddenly the sum of 9 and 10 became 19 and stupid. What? And suddenly, the sum of 9 and 10 became 19, and stupid was no longer confirmation of correct assessment of arithmetic. Legal blindness somehow became curable, and lactose became intolerable. Exposed necks became more protected than the black bodies they belonged to, and the concept of inflation was comprehended when I could no longer afford to hop out of Porsches. Okay, so this next one, before I do this, it used to be untitled, but I have a title for it. It's called Image of Man. And before I do that, I want to know how many of y'all grew up in church? Or grew up? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now that we have established that Christ can in fact be made in the image of man, let's play a game. I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what do you call a depiction of Jesus with bronze skin, wool, textured hair, locked in evenly distributed cornrows, nose as full and as wide as the salvation prophesies the lineage? Let's pretend that the image of a man with a whiplash back was drawn from an image too familiar not to be claimed as all too American, that the image of a dead man hanging from a tree was drawn from the memory of the strange food it once grew. What if I too could conjure up enough self-importance, ego, pride, and vanity to paint a picture of perfection, a face of freedom that looks like me, beautiful enough to convince the whole wide world that people that look like me are human enough to be saved? Let's imagine an image of Christ that could literally save lives. What if a painting of Jesus with Uncle Ace's eyes plastered all over Jim Crow South could paint enough humanity inside Emmett to keep him alive, or a crucifix of Christ with cousin Jacob's lips could hold enough salvation power to keep Trayvon from getting hit? I know I've been told too many times that salvation transcends race, yet I still can't help but ruminate on whether or not Officer Lorman would have held his fire only, if nothing else, because he saw Tamir's face on the cross on Sunday. Question, how many more of us have to die just to see the image we were created from? Question, how many more of us have to bleed? How much heavier does our cross have to be just for presenting outside the threshold of perceived perfection? Question, what if we create Christ in the image of man? I know, I'm too black to play God, but imagine how many more souls would be saved on earth if not in heaven? Question, how blasphemous would it really be to imagine Christ, a revolutionary, threat to the state, hung from a tree to keep the peace, just for us to still be standing here 2,000 years later, saved by the blood on the leaves, rejoicing the rise of a Messiah the government tried to eradicate? Just take 5 seconds, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what does it look like for you to worship Christ, made in the image of man that fit the description just enough to absolve a whole people of guilt by association and give people like me just one more reason to live? and ask yourself, who did it first? Poem.
Damn. That is not the first time I've heard that. That still hits hard. Give it up for Drae, baby. Quick break. How y'all feeling? Good. We got some more poets, y'all. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Next to the mic, we have a very active local activist here. Please welcome back to the mic, Noelle.
So yes, my name's Noelle, and I am an activist, also a former journalist, writer. Mostly what I write is just stuff. I don't even know if it's poetic, but this is something that has been on my mind lately, and it's not finished, but I'm going to run it by you all.
Yeah.
The ending is always the hardest part to write. I've been thinking a lot lately about the concept of color and how we use it to define things for us. Consciously, subconsciously, like red, white, and blue symbolizes patriotism when all those three colors are together. The colors of the rainbow, we see that and we associate it with LGBTQ+. Hollywood Westerns, you know, good guys wore white hats and bad guys wore black hats, which I always thought was really stupid. Like, why would you put a target on yourself and say I'm a bad guy? But that was Hollywood. And even in business, you know, white hat refers to ethical practices and black hat is unethical and shady. And I think about my colors: blue eyes, blonde hair, white skin, and what privileges they come with. And for this, we're just going to pretend like my hair is still blonde, even though
We see it.
Thank you. I know that when I get pulled over for speeding, my colors make it less likely that I will be ticketed. I've had one speeding ticket my entire life. And do you know what I told myself as I drove away? That cop had to be gay. Blue eyes, blonde hair, white skin. Silent protections, privilege that operates silently because of colors. I'll never know the burden of being followed in stores by security or being questioned about sitting in public places. In fact, there was a time I didn't even know that was a thing because blue eyes, blonde hair, white skin. Well, on a rainy day, a friend of mine I know was picking up her son and his friends from school, one white, two black. The white boy says, "Come on, why are you running? It's raining." The black kids say, "Are you kidding? Two black guys running toward a white woman in her car?" I clutch my white pearls. That's a thing? Blue eyes, blonde hair, white skin. A man I know said his wife, who is of Asian descent, was accosted and harassed more than once during COVID. People accused her of spreading the China virus, calling her names. Say it isn't so. Blue eyes, blonde hair, white skin. And what do you do when you own a bar in Akron and you want to keep out the riffraff? You make it a key club. Ask me if I've ever had to purchase a key to get in any of those clubs. I haven't. Because blue eyes, blonde hair, white skin. So all of this I don't know. I don't know if I should think more or less about color. I just know that when I do think about it, I know that I can use my voice and my blue eyes, my blonde hair, and my white skin to say something, speak up, and make a change.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Let's give it up for the blonde Noelle. All right, y'all. I'm gonna break my own damn rule. My apologies. It's gonna go really. I know, right? You feel like the host break is like so lame, and I'm gonna be lame for a second. But I first welcome to the mic, me. Thank you. So I was published in a haiku collection by Poetry's Life Publishing. And when I don't have a new piece written, which is way too often lately, life is busy and It's like, oh, it's another month in, right? Thinking this month. I drive on the way here at night, and I'm like, what am I going to read? And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll pull a couple old things out. And then I'm talking to Steve when we get here, and he's like, you should read some haikus from the books. I had 3 published. So haikus are super short, which is why I'm allowing myself to break the rules. I know, bad host. Exactly, so true. This is called Crushed, following on the heartbreak theme that Joe Cole started us with. I am in love deeply with Charlene. This is an old poem. She's amazing. If you're watching this, I love you, honey. This has nothing to do with her. For those of you who heard the good poem of me being in love, we're good. We're good. Yeah. She was here Friday. For those of you who were here Friday, she's a little bit of an introvert, so she didn't come. She's also like in bed by, let's check, now. You're on your way too? Yeah, here. Okay, but this is called Crushed from a relationship many years ago. But a moment of bliss, a dream I wanted to last. Fuck the alarm clock. Thank you. Haikus, they go quick. So that was one. Yeah, they're all going to go quick, which is why I'm breaking my own rule. This one is also in the book called Deadly Peace. Fishing is only peaceful if you aren't the one swallowing the hook. Thank you. And then the last one I have in that book, because you're supposed to stay in the same spot, folks. Okay, is called Uniformity, Bias, and Exclusion. What you really mean when you oppose DEI, you want the white guy. So we'll keep the 3. Those are the 3 that made the book, because we have a lot of folks coming to the mic. And my list is over there, and then I went, so I'm just calling somebody. I think I call you regular now. This is at least your 3rd time down here, if not 4th. Yeah, no, you don't need to look anywhere. I love your voice. I love your energy. I'm so glad you're coming out. Please welcome to the mic, Mosaic!
You look good. She looked great. Oh my God.
Thank you. Hi, how y'all doing?
Good.
Alright, my name's Mosaic. If we get a little closer, my name's Mariah. Nice to meet y'all. Alright, I got some new shit for y'all. And on the theme of unfinished, it is heavily unfinished, mostly because I just started it today and I don't know what I want to do with it. You ever been in a situationship and then they start talking about other people to you and you try not to crack because they're not yours? But at the same time, yeah. So, clearly I'm doing a lot. Alright. He isn't mine. I know that. There's no tag on him claiming ownership. No leash wrapped around his neck. No tattoo of my name across his back. He's not only mine. I know that. We never committed to a relationship. Just a physical friendship. Emotions stay shallow while he's allowed to go deep. But even then, he isn't mine. Communication isn't consistent. Visits happen maybe once a week. This wouldn't even be a good foundation for taking it further, but I can't help my feelings. I want him to be mine completely. I keep my smile when he talks of other women, knowing that my blood is boiling. I see him interact in public with them, with my trigger finger twitching. I don't even have a gun. And even if I did, I wouldn't use it, but I can't help how violent my thoughts get. The thought of him talking to another makes me want to remove his tongue. He wouldn't be able to talk someone through it. He wouldn't be able to taste her. He wouldn't be able to pleasure her. Jealousy isn't rational, and neither am I, but I wouldn't do anything because I know it's my fault. I can't be possessive over free property. I can't ask for more after settling on a situationship. I chose this path. I can't just now call it rocky, but I can't help being hopeful. I've never been this comfortable. I've never slow danced in the middle of a room while records play. The sound of instruments in the room while his body beat surrounds me. My hands around his neck while his slide up and down my back. My hips swing to the beat while his match the tempo that I chose to dance to. I've never felt anything like this, and that's where I stopped. Alrighty, I've been a little distance from poetry, so I've been trying to get back to it. And so I write poems to poetry, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, it's called Dear Poetry. Yeah. Hey, it's been a while. I can't blame you for our distance. I know it's because of me. I didn't like the words that were coming out, so I stopped writing them. I write what I feel, and sadly, heartbreak was all there was, and I didn't want to write that. I was running from my feelings, and I wouldn't allow poetry to help me process it. Actually, I think I did blame you. I blame my love poems for becoming contradictions. I wrote forever poems, not just for now words. I wrote stanza after stanza, wanting fantasies to not be fiction, and it didn't happen like that, but it's not your fault. It's partially mine, and it's partially hers. You aren't to blame. Instead, I should have been giving you grace for everything you've been. A confidant, a friend, a diary, a helping hand, a light in the darkness, a tool for understanding, my entertainment. You've been a range of things, and bad was never in it, so I wish I hadn't stopped writing. I wish I wrote as many sad poems as I did happy ones. I wish I allowed myself to feel my feelings instead of burying them. I wish I didn't blame a book I didn't even write in. I wish I was doing exactly what I'm doing now. Just recording my thoughts as they come out. No exact rhyme scheme, no exact message, no exact ending, because I don't remember the beginning. Something about poetry. I remember. I was writing to poetry. I wanted to say thank you for the people you've connected me to, for the rooms I never would have performed in, for the stages I never would have stepped on, for the experiences I never would have gotten without you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for helping me believe in myself. Thank you for helping me understand my own heart and mind. Thank you for everything I'll find in the future. This poem didn't end the way it started, but that's the best thing about poetry. You'll learn and change on the journey. From Mariah, one of your writers.
I like that idea of writing to poetry, like when you're in block, or at least feel like you're in block of like straight out. Give it up one more time for Mosaic. I definitely need to bring this mic up to the next poet anyway. I was trying to remember height-wise, and oh yeah, you need this. This next poet has amazing warmth and energy from like the day I first met her. Been one of my favorite people just to share a room with, just because of the energy you bring. She runs a faith-based open mic called A Look Inside up in the Cleveland area. Please welcome to the mic, Angel!
Hi guys, I'm Angel.
Hi.
I have a piece. Every time I do this poem, I butcher it really bad. So, you know, this might be the day I get it right. This might be the day I butcher it badly again. I guess we'll find out together. Why, as women, our first response when someone tries to walk out of our lives is to prove ourselves worthy. Worthy enough for them to stay. Why do we go the extra mile to over-explain what's already understood? Because he knows that his sweet nothings were enough for you. He knows that all he had to do was choose you over his pride, that you learn to accept his answers and question yourself instead. He knows you're hurt, and that you pray to God for it to work. You recognize that deep down, you can replay in your head all you could have done differently, but the outcome would still be the same. He discerns that no other person will love you the way that you love him. He discerns that no other person will love him the way that you love him. You need to learn that he already knows you're enough, and he left anyways. And now you can't find comfort in his absence, so you want to prove yourself worthy enough for him to stay? Why, as women, can't we all just be uncomfortable instead? I'm learning when someone has their mind made up, anything you do after is foolish. So even when he comes back, I pray you search to know why you allowed it. That you dig deeper and ask yourself why you settle for a type of love where the person only adores you when it's convenient. When they only consider you when it's easy. You don't think you're better than being loved out of accessibility? I pray instead of searching to prove to him, he proves to you why he couldn't choose you when it mattered. But even after him, it's not over. Ask yourself why the house had to be on fire in order for you not to want to live there anymore. Why you had to take the blame and over-explain? Because baby, you can't explain someone into caring. So no matter how much you love God, it doesn't oblige you to be a home, an altar for broken people to cry out and surrender. It doesn't oblige you to be a sanctuary for the hurt and the grieving. And what's more important, your life or the love you've been receiving? The real connection to these men be their depression to your anxiety. The real chemistry is a trauma bond. So when you romanticize him, think of how his excuses comforted you the nights his bare minimum couldn't. How his apologies were a blanket and his inconsistency the pillow. I mean, he was even selfish in your dreams. You don't think God loves you more than that? Men are reminders that idolization can come from trying to find the Lord in someone self-centered, selfish. I wish we could just love ourselves more than someone whose gaslighting just left you more empty. We stay in the comfort of having someone to say goodnight to. We settle, so we're in mourning. But this morning doesn't have sun or breakfast. So no matter how hungry you get, never accept crumbs from a guy that has always feasted off of you. So instead of proving to someone why you are worthy enough for them to stay, find out why you were willing to settle in the first place. And prove to yourself that you are deserving of so much more. Poem. We have an Instagram page. It's a look inside open mic. Thank you for your time.
Never accept crumbs from a guy who's always feasted on you. Right? Damn. Give it up for Angel, y'all. And I probably could say this for so many people in this room, but speaking of people that I smile as soon as I see them, please welcome up to the mic, Mia!
Thanks. You look good. Oh, thanks, y'all. Thanks. Don't make me blush. How's everyone feeling? How's everyone doing? Good. Do I have any hopeless romantics in here? All right. Yeah, me too. And it breaks my heart every day. And so that's what this piece is about. It doesn't have a title though. I took my yearning and grabbed her by the throat with both hands. Strangled her till she feared for her life. I've never wanted so badly to kill someone. For all those times I abandoned myself in hopes that I'd be useful enough to keep around, she was behind my lack of self-worth, bending my boundaries because real love hasn't been found. She cries to me in pain, "Don't kill me, please. Let me tell you my name." It's yearning. I know who you are. I clench my grip tighter so she knows she can't get far. She's choking. And I'm smiling at the thought of her life ending so mine can keep shining. I told her, "You mean me no good. The love you keep telling me is out there, baby. That nickel's made of wood. That fairy tale shit isn't real. Make this easier and stop fighting me because you're something I can't afford to feel. If I don't kill you, you might kill me first." Knowing to satisfy you is impossible. Our heart bleeds with unquenchable thirst. I'm tired and my knuckles hurt, so I let her go. And she lives, a little weaker than before. I tried to kill my yearning often, you see, ripping her apart to the core, dissecting all of the ones who didn't choose me before, packing all of these old wounds my parents left at my door over and over again, picking myself up off of the bathroom floor, gasping, trying to breathe, and yet she's there, my yearning, stealing all of my air. Still she beats, still she pulsates. That was that piece. This one's a little nicer. This one's a little sweeter, and it's like a draft. I think we're all just following the draft trend here. Still work in progress. This one does have a title though. It's called "We Were Astronomers." He told me he loved kissing me so much that we could kiss forever. Until our tongues fossilized into each other's mouths and we disintegrated into stardust. And even then, would he spend eternity manifesting back whole to find each particle of stardust I left behind and kiss that too? And I swear, in between the love making our mouths ensued, I saw each particle of stardust he longed for in his eyes. They twinkled alongside, fluttered like butterflies in my stomach. My heart fluttered too like butterflies do. Our faces get so close. He gives me butterfly kisses with lashes so long it could catch morning dew. It was magical and new. Glitter of the skies, getting drunk off of our highs, watching the sun rise, and then the sunset, and then we're stargazing as stardust. Thank you, guys.
Not only can poetry itself, what we write, be vulnerable, but just the idea of performing in front of others is vulnerable. And what makes that happen is the supportive crowd this ends up being, no matter what combination it is of folks every time. Mia is an amazing poet. I've been at many events where Mia doesn't join the open mic, and then you come here and almost every time you pop on, and I'm always so grateful. Give it up one more time for Mia. Next up to the mic, we have another of our longest regulars here, met in this very room. Former feature here. Please welcome back to the mic, TaJuan, sKai!
Hi, I hope you all are well. I hope you are well. I'm going to read 2 poems. This first one, I was in conversation with a poet who featured here. Keith will probably know when this was, but his name was Scott Woods. And I had asked him very earnestly, like, I was amazed by his work. I was like, how do you incorporate like such humor, you know, in your writing? A challenge I found very difficult. And he very bluntly asked me, well, are you funny? Yes. And
good question.
It's a good question.
For that, yeah.
For that. It was a really good question, and I really chewed on it. And the answer may surprise you, everyone. I am not a funny person. Humor doesn't...
We're laughing.
We're laughing. I'm more like, I'm not going to be like, I can't tell you a joke and be like, this is funny. But I'm like a personality type. It's just like, you know, so like, you're feeling it. You're feeling it. So, but this is my answer. If I were to have an answer to his question, am I funny? This poem titled Terry would be that. Knocking on Penelope's door with Terry the non-binary pineapple in hand. Blocking my reflex to blush, I ask your red chucks if we were running late. These elementary college days where I could barely look at your face. You squeeze my non-pineapple hand, tucking in my tiny voices. See, tonight was a Hawaiian-themed rave in the basement of the abandoned library for some political reason or another. Rumor whispered sounds indescribable, colors anew. So obviously we had to go, though none of us owned any Aloha shirts. But I did have a hotbox beater with a sunroof that could go almost anywhere. So an icon was delivered. Terry and their aggressively orange sunglasses. And let's fail to remember the part where I locked the keys in the car and we were counting coconuts and constellations in the Walmart parking lot for hours. Because now, seemingly for longer, we were waiting for Penny to open her door. So like a good spy and a better friend, you knew her code and let us in. And suddenly, instant weather change. Impaling rain like angel spit under baby blue skies. Clothes and cortisol like glitter and sand. A syllabus torn in every corner of the room. And Penny in pillbug curl. A thesaurus in her eyes. everything pointing to something else. You dart to her ear and start freestyling therapy as I begin folding sweaters and jeans. She wouldn't sunroof, she couldn't syllabus. The events had no sense of order. But somewhere along the way, there was a question she chose to answer in her blood. And there was no way to explain how her and I were the same face in the lake. I mean, that night you first kissed me under the bridge, it was a holiday in my chest. A celebratory mess. Non-binary truths my neighbors couldn't interpret. Crescent teeth mixed with misty eyes, then its hands over wrists, wrestling in the hallway over an aggressively orange pill bottle, pulling me into my old Chevy, breathing heavy, swerving back roads for 5 hours to be bandaged by my childhood rock, a pattern forming that we couldn't stop. But that weathered twilight, she had opened arms when I arrived at her doorstep, where she prepared hot bath water that I couldn't commit to. Blizzard stuck on my reflection adjacent to lavender soap, whispering ugly words. She lit a candle, ocean seagulls, and let the needle bully the record. Blonde and beautiful, pink and white, the dying moonlight, dancing as stitchwork until I was Libra, queer, and alright. I know how things ended between us. I know why I cannot even dress you in fake names. The secrets we keep, the gravity you steal from me, and the roots it shares with grief. But for a moment, let's remember from the pineapple's perspective. How 2 boys and a girl with her anxiety like syrup from her maple arm, in postmodern hospitalization or makeshift rave, dance wildly to Tame Impala, hoping to perform some certain alchemy until another knock on the door. This time, an officer in uniform called for a noise complaint. And these 3 kids, who are politically no longer kids, authored by the childhood they never got to live, fall like dolls to the floor, clutching at their cores. Those elementary college days where it still felt safe to laugh at the little things, the name on the badge. The cop was Terry too. Thank you. So there's that one. I wrote a poem. We're talking about drafts. I'm sorry I missed the first part of your set. I really am. But there's a poem I have on the editing floor right now that I think is almost done. I read it. It's titled Displacement. It's about male sexual assault of survivors. And there's a line in that poem that's like, these being the days were the only place I could be naked. No, where the closet was the only place I could be naked. And I say that to say that this poem is titled The Only Place I Could Be Naked. Yeah. There was another boy, many, obviously. But this is not about them. With this one in particular, our roads crossed at a school function. Something like bingo to bring the first year's glue stuck. He was white, unfortunately. But that is not his fault. His beard fully realized, unlike my hypothesis of facial hair, my still boyish face stitched on to my awkward man body. On the weekdays, he read Hesse and Milton, but on the weekends, his nose burned of a starlight winter. At least that was the wilting written in his eyes. But again, this is not about him. It was spring then, the air something of a subtle green, but my body still bruised from the hail the weed could not make serene. This is even less about her, rumor and her tyrannical sexual desire, yet somehow it is even more so. And somehow the evening unravels and I had forgotten to say my amens. The sun trembles into a goodbye and I'm driving us nowhere underneath a cinema sky. Those now nostalgic Chevy Cobalt days, how I let the sunroof therapy played my favorite songs from some Walmart speaker because the radio was scrap metal, and told him things I never say to anyone. I love the smell of cut grass. I could drown smiling in red ink. Winter wears my emotions the most. Pathetic, I know, but believe it or not, these are my peacock feathers. I did not know what this was, and I was hoping neither did he, that the ulterior I felt in his smile was nothing more than a ghost whisper. I desperately needed a friend. But oftentimes they want up to my room to determine my value, because this is not about him, but about all the times my body felt like thrifted clothes. I needed a certain Clean Water Act. I needed a village to set me back on path, but I had a paper due on Monday. I could not give him what he wanted, and he could not keep the bull from tearing me into lace. I mean this so sincerely. Please forget my face. Thank you.
One, I heard not a small amount of laughter going on during that, and I heard a hell of a lot of snaps going on. Give it up one more time for TaJuan, sKai. All right, y'all, we have 3 poets left to the open mic, and we have our feature to get back up here. Are y'all feeling the need for a break, or y'all want to push through? Break? I got a strong nod? Okay. I know I got some pushing through. All right, we'll take a quick break here. What I want to do, for everyone willing to join into a picture, we do a group picture here every time. This is a nice spot to take it because sometimes the ending, people rush out and people are still talking and we don't want to do it. So we're going to do a group picture over here by where Rachel's standing right now. Whether you've been on the mic or not, we welcome you in the group picture. We'll take a short break for those who need the restroom, order another drink. Bar still open? Bar's still open. Go talk to Seth. And then we'll kick this off with 3 more folks on the open mic and get Drae Day back up here one more time. We got 3 poets to come up before our feature closes out the night. Next up, you can sit down.
Listen to me. Please let me live.
Let me live?
Please let me live. My heart, please.
What do you want?
Just let me live.
You want me just to like...
No, this is a lot of eye contact.
I can't see that far. I'm 51. I don't even know who you are from here.
Can you address the room, please?
I'm not talking to you right now anyway. The next poet to the mic, I met in this very room. I'm almost positive. I'm calling you regular now at least 3, if not 4 times you made it down here. We've also shared space at like almost every poetry event I've been to. Please welcome to the mic, ImjustaPoet! Hey!
Don't you have a book?
Do I?
Hey,
I thank you for plugging that, because I was actually going to mention that.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much. All right, so a month ago, which was June, ironically, I released a book on my mother's birthday, June 4th. It's called To Whom It May Concern. You can find it on Amazon under my name, my legal name, Marcus, Marquis C. Davis.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Letter. That's your letter.
Yeah. I know.
Sounds like that on the book, the C. Davis.
Yes.
That's so poetic.
Exactly. You know,
That's so awesome.
like I never really liked my middle name until I got older. Like I'm just like I don't want my middle name in there. And so then when I got professional, it's like let's put that C in there. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we are. If you want to go ahead and support, please do. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's I'm just a poet 84. I'm just a poet 84. So I was really struggling within myself which poems that I really wanted to read. And after hearing everybody going through some stuff, the Lord told me to read something that I only read once.
All right.
And ironically, it was at your event. So this was back in December 20th, 2025. Ironically, it's called A Look Inside. This is real short. Lord, I want to come to you naked and unashamed. But I'm terrified to bring my body, faith, spirit, and soul to you. Now, I ain't gonna lie, my faith walk with you feels like it has been non-existent, and I take full responsibility for that. I feel like my faith is like double dutch, waiting to jump in as life circumstances are consuming me like a tsunami wave. Like Moses standing in front of the Red Sea, I don't see how I'm going to make it to the other side. Heart racing, knowing my past, even my secret sins are behind me, waiting. To look inside of yourself requires to do some of the inner work of yourself and allow Yahweh to examine what is not like him. A look inside is being okay with being weak because that's when his strength is made perfect. Like David, I'm a man after God's own heart, but just like David, I feel unseen and overlooked. Furthermore, I saw this beautiful woman or beautiful women off in the water with a lustful eye. Lord, I want to come to you naked and unashamed, but looking inside hurts. And it's interesting because that piece I think kind of goes with this piece, and these two were written in different seasons. But I wrote this one for an event that I was just a part of last week, the Love Garden Collective, A Night in Bloom. We had to talk about like the language of color, and so have y'all or do y'all remember In Living Color? All right. So I tried this one. Now this is going to require some audience participation. For those who know the song. Okay. Just wait. If you'll catch on. Okay. You'll catch on. Just listen to the audience. We're gonna be one bit quieter because I know that's what you like to do. Come on. Yeah. Don't act like I don't know. I know. So this poem is called In Living Color, The Purple Gaze. So I chose the color purple, not the movie. I chose the color purple. I'll break it down. So there's a show in the early 90s called In Living Color. It was a sketch comedy show that showed about humor in the hip hop culture. It was a groundbreaking show. It produced memorable characters such like Fire Marshal Bill, Wanda, Homie the Clown, Men on Fire, and Handyman, just to name a few. All at the start of the show, you'll see that paint was falling down from out of nowhere. As each character was introduced, they have their own colors of paint in their hands, just throwing it at the cameras to express themselves and their personality. Now, this is where you all come in. The chorus and the lyrics to the song, it says, you can do what you wanna do. One more time. You can do what you wanna do. Bet. Now, homie, Heavy D, his lyric says, you can walk on the moon, float like a balloon, because it's never too late and it's never too soon. Take it from me, it's alright to be. Alright, now, have you ever heard of this saying that you can throw something at the wall just to see if it sticks?
Yeah.
Now, like the actors in The Living Color, they took every shade of their creativity, the comedy, the culture, and the influence and inspiration, and just to throw it at the wall. It held for 5 years. It left a lasting imprint on the culture, and it sparked ideas and ingenuity that still continues to unfold today. Now this year, I threw the color red on the wall to challenge not only my passion, my energy, my love, my excitement, and my urgency, all into my creativity and my art. I don't know about you, but I'm a visual learner, right? So not only did I have that the red, but I added blue to the wall. And in blue, it's my trust, my stability, my intellects, and my sadness. Now, it's hard to blend trust and love when you spent years hiding your heart just to survive. But I'm learning to mix my passion with my pain, to create a space in my words to where that you all can live and find comfort and peace. Now, there is trial and error, experimenting with new ideas and projects, because fear and doubt and insecurity will always make a way. But I want you to remember, you can do what you want to do. Now, this year has forced me to dig deep inside of myself, to be vulnerable about my work and my alignment, my relationships, and how I show up. So I'm marrying red and blue together, and so it produced a beautiful shade of purple. Yeah. I live in a purple dimension that speaks to not only my spirituality, but it guards the mystery of my creativity and whispers to the promise of the richness that is ahead of me. My future is so expensive and holds space for others to live in. Now I'm living in a vision that allows for others to be their authentic selves, even in the process of my grief, my hurt, my joy, and my happiness and my peace. Now I'm living in color so that you can draw outside of the lines. Yeah. I'm gonna rewind that myself. I'm living in color so that you can draw outside of the lines. Did y'all catch that? Y'all wanna repeat that one more time? I'm living in color so that you can draw outside of the lines. Because I want you to know that you can do what you want to do and live in color.
I wish more people had heard that. Please give it up one more time for ImjustaPoet. At the end of the year, when we get ready for our big anniversary show in the back, which we just had, some of you over there, I put together a clip that includes little clips of everybody who's been on the open mic all year. If you've not yet listened to that, go find it. Angry Cup Poetry. I'm talking about you.
No.
Why do you think I'm talking about you?
No. Where is it? Because I tried to show him on the way down.
Okay. If you go, I'll show you. But if you go to Instagram, go to me on Instagram, and scroll down. It's going to be one, not too terribly far down. I don't know that I actually put it on the website yet. I need to. Okay. So I will make it more visible.
You always think I'm not even heckling. I don't even heckle you. I just be asking genuine questions.
Okay. You can ask all the questions you want. I'm still not calling you next. But Marcus has a very prominent spot near the end with a really powerful, uplifting piece, one of the last in that clip. If you've not heard it, please do. So it's 2 poets left before we bring our feature back up. This next one, we did a 40 over 40 anthology, both were published in. We talked a little bit, but enough that when I left that event and we hadn't exchanged, I need to be connected with this person. And Teresa, who put the anthology together, knew all of it. At that point in time, at least had numbers and everything. But I think we both knew Teresa fairly well at that point. And I'm like, connect me with Rachel, I please. And you've been coming here faithfully ever since. Love your energy, love your work. We're about to hear it. Please welcome to the mic, Lansing.
All right, fantastic. Honestly, one of the biggest blessings was that connection. This is
probably my favorite thing I do every month. I love being able to come here. I love the community that it fosters. I love the friends that I've made, and I love that it is a space where I can bring things. We can all bring things. I have a new piece for you guys tonight. I wrote it today. I'm just gonna let it speak for itself. It's called Inheritance Tax. My mom drops the hard R while we're driving. She uses the whiteness of his skin to defend herself, citing the standard boomer case of intent versus accountability. Generational habit called as character witness. The need for defense implies guilt. Political correctness is called to the stand. Her generation's ignorance refuses to swear an oath. I hold in my hands evidence entered before I was even born. The transcript passed down on a ruling I cannot uphold. I refuse to cite this precedent, this ruling that uses melanin as Exhibit A, generational hand-me-downs marked Exhibit B. A jury reads inheritance for fact. Every appeal is filed in the name of tradition, and no one questions the judge as they hand down another verdict based on complexion. A clerk files assumption into proof. My mother and I keep driving. Neither of us speaks. The road doesn't ask who's right. We just keep driving.
Damn. See what I mean? Man. Give it up one more time for our Lansing. Did you say today? You wrote that today?
Yes.
Oh. Right? Alright, we have one more poet to the open mic. Am I allowed to say nice things?
I guess. If that's how you feel.
I'll say them.
Okay. Alright. I don't want to get myself in trouble.
That's okay. If you don't, I respect you.
Okay, I'm gonna look this way, but I'm gonna say nice things.
Okay.
So, very last in that, if you watch the open mic clip, the very last performer in that clip is the next poet of the open mic. And every time I hear her, I become even more convinced that she is one of the most underrated poets in Northeast Ohio. Please welcome to the mic, Vaughn!
I had a whole bunch of cool stuff to say, but then I got nervous. So hi, you guys. I'm an adult. I'm supposed to say this. I'm a part of Lift Every Voice every second and fourth Saturday of the month. Up at Blackout at E Therapy up on Miles. Please come out, support us, see us, love us. We love y'all back.
I love you.
So I will say this. I love to write in a panic. It's like my favorite. So for poetry, we were sitting at a table, me and a couple of my peers, and we shooting the shit for the set, and one of my friends told me about a road rage story. He says, man, I almost followed this motherfucker home, da-da-da. And I looked at the other woman in the conversation, and we laughed. I said, ain't that a bit of male privilege? He said, I don't know why you would say that. I said, the first thing that we are taught is if you are in your car and you have a problem with someone, you are never taught to defend yourself. You are taught to never go home. You're taught to go to the nearest precinct. You're taught to get help. And I started to write this. They teach girls keys between knuckles. Teach them the geography of fear. Before they even learn their own bodies belong to them. Don't walk alone. Don't wear that. Don't drink too much. Don't trust too easily. Don't smile too long. Don't exist loudly. Every warning wrapped with love. Every rule another lock placed on the wrong door. Because women are taught how to not be assaulted. While no one is unloading the gun, no one is teaching others not to pull the trigger. Boys inherit freedom like it is stitched into their skin. They walk home at midnight with headphones in, with laughter spilling carelessly behind them, rarely calculating the scalp roots between streetlights. And still, when violence happens, the questions arrive for her first. What were you wearing? Why were you there? Why didn't you fight harder? as if survival should look beautiful to be believed. Male privilege is not having to dwindle to stay second. Barely having your caution mistaken for wisdom, instead of exhaustion, never carrying fear like a second heartbeat. I dream of a world where daughters are raised not like hostages preparing for ransom, where sons are taught that power is not entitlement, that silence is not consent, that humanity is not gendered. A world where we stop teaching women how to survive violence and start teaching everyone how to stop creating it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I be liking people. And I'm trying to be a part of it or whatever.
You liking other people?
Sometimes.
Oh.
But not a lot, not like you. Never like you.
I ain't gonna poem.
Oh no, you got a poem. It's a grown folks poem too. It's real low light, like red light in the basement type shit. Just, don't tell nobody though. Your mouth makes a home of my name. Slow as prayer, and I love how I feel there. Warm, spoken, undone. Call me poem because you recite me like something worth memorizing. Wow. Tongue lingering over every line as if meaning deepens the longer you stay. Call me mountain because you find glory in climbing me. Hands searching for places no matters.
Start on right. I'm mad. Everybody's God. I'm not happy, but start over.
Y'all need to be delicate, y'all. Before I clutch my pearls, I don't know what's up with y'all. Your mouth makes a home of my name. Slow like prayer, and I love how I feel there. Warm, spoken, undone. Call me poem because you recite me like something worth memorizing. Tongue lingering over every line as if meaning deepens the longer you stay. Call me mountain because you find glory in climbing me. Hands searching for places no map could ever teach you. Breathless at every height. Determined to reach what trembles at the top. Call me lace because your touch knows delicacy. Fingers tracing across me like you're afraid beauty bruises easily, like softness deepens devotion, and when you pull me close, I become all three at once. Something spoken, something conquered, something carefully unraveled beneath your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all live in our
Damn.
Right?
You should cut them off.
I'm just
We're looking at you because we're like, yeah.
I can't be happy.
You guys will live that.
I wasn't lying, y'all. I'm seriously one of the most underrated writers in the area. Let's give it up to Vaughn for Vaughn. Yo, that was just the open mic. We got a feature to bring back up here. Before I do, the last two poets who blessed the mic tonight are also future features here. Keep coming back first Wednesday of the month. A lot of great folks in the lineup. But now, we're going to close the evening off with our feature. Please welcome back to the mic, Drae.
I think I was going to do 3 poems, but then I found another poem and I was like, wait, this poem kind of hard though.
3.5.
Yeah, it's kind of a draft, but
It's the one with words on it.
yeah. Repeat after me. I am a sinner.
I am a sinner.
Who's probably going to sin again.
Tonight.
Lord, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I want to be alone. Now somebody say alone.
Alone.
I'm a lone wolf, and my sins keep me company. Sometimes I sin like second nature. That be secondhand embarrassment to the man up above. You know my sins be stalking me. Jack and Jill couldn't do a better job. My sins be working 9 to 5 full time, and I'm full at times to keep falling for the same tricks. And lust keep catching me lacking, pulling up in the lowrider with the seat leaned back, letting conviction spray out the window, and the porn keeps pistol whipping me till I paint women in a different picture. I'm working on.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's not the full poem. I still gotta write the rest.
Let's give it the length.
But we gonna get there. But I got 3 poems for y'all. I got 3 poems for y'all. One of them is new, and I'm gonna get the one out the way that y'all kind of know already, and then I'm gonna do the newer one, and then I'm gonna do my favorite one. Okay. Okay. You're funny. Big hat on.
Okay, fish. Hey, yo, never that far back. You still got the fishy ball?
No? You don't like this?
That's bumming me.
I like it. I can hide, you know. Okay. Here we go. I'm being silly. I need to get serious. Okay. They say, Drae, why you got so many Jesus pieces?
This one.
It's because at one point I was so low I wanted to use pieces to get close to Jesus. So now that piece that my homie Jesus gave me, I hold it a little closer. I mean, it's kind of brain rattling that at one point I convinced myself that letting metal around in my brain would be a good solution. And then I thought about the whole equation, like too much metal will leave you boxed in, and I'm claustrophobic. You see, I'd rather box my demons than be put in the box with my demons. And we can go pound for pound, round for round, till ain't no demons around to square up with, and they could try me from every angle. But I got angels that's Xing out my demons. You could say I got the cheat codes, because ain't nobody ever saw. Wait. You can say I got the cheat codes. And as many times as I've cheated death, I should be considered a hacker, because ain't nobody ever saw me at my lowest. I was constructed with resilience in my bones. I'm forgetting.
You got it.
He's forgetting his home.
Yeah, that was mine. Yeah. I was constructed with resilience in my bones. I mean, how do you think I handle all this weight? I'm the cartel's #1 customer. A tire that's all season, ready for all weather, all terrain. I mean, even if it was terrain, I'm still driving through that storm. Terrain could be rocky, but it don't matter because can't shit rock me. I'll be the pipe that won't crack. I'm addicted to putting together pieces. I'm addicted to leaving the devil puzzled. So when they ask me, Drae, why you got so many Jesus pieces? It's because Jesus is where my peace is. And Jesus helped me write these pieces. And when my life was in pieces, Jesus gave me pieces. So I'm going to keep rocking these Jesus pieces. Trigger warning. I grew up as a bulletproof vest. So you could say my parents never invested in me, so I'm poor like they poor. And when I pour up, I think about how poor we is and how we can't pour too much because we don't know the next time we'll have something to pour. And I'm guilty of buying jugs and letting my parents fight over the bottles. I mean, I figure if we don't drink from the same thing, I couldn't possibly be poor like them. I mean, our skin might look the same, but we clean our pores differently. We pour differently. I pour a little more accurately like bartender on the rocks, and when I'm on the rocks and I'm thinking about jumping, it's because I pour too much into others and not into myself. You see, my pour be waterfall, ocean, you fall down, I pour into you, drown you, pour you until you forget that you poured. Pour it out. My recent favorite one. I did just fly through that, didn't I? I'm trying to think if I got any other drafts in here I could do before I get to the last one, just to make this feel like, you know.
I know you do.
Let's see.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When they say it's neither here nor there, where does it go?
Wow.
Poetry prompt right here.
Yep.
That is a good thing. That's a good idea. I like that.
Where it's in the door.
Yeah,
it's very upsetting to me. It's been bothering me all day.
That's gotta be a piece.
Ooh, I like this one. It's a story. I don't really write I write stories, but this is just like a real story. Okay. It's called Black Sheep. I wrote it after going to like my great aunt's birthday party, and she was like 88 years old, and like it was this guy in the family, and I guess he got addicted to drugs at one point, and like he liked the black sheep of the family, but I was talking to him, and he's a regular person, and everybody was treating him like he was like some criminal, and I was like, what's wrong with y'all? So I wrote a poem about it. Black Sheep. 88 years old. I went to my great aunt's birthday party. I knew mostly everyone. An unrecognizable man called me over. We conversed. Pupils peeped from my peripherals. I realized I was talking to the black sheep of the family. The man who cracked under pressure. Life became his home health aid, spoon-fed him drugs, peer-pressured him into doing crack. Now he has cracks and craters all over his face. He even told me, since I did crack 12 times, that make me a crackhead. I show him sympathy because he did, in fact, lose his mom before Thanksgiving, his father 2 days before Father's Day, all within a year. Tell me you wouldn't crack. Become an alchemist, a fire bender, learn the trade of ironwork, learn that garden metal with heat can get you high enough to high-five your parents, high enough to say hi to your parents. No one understands they didn't have to say bye to their parents in such a short time, so they judge you for the drugs you buy instead of just being by your side until you say bye to the drugs or you say bye to the family from taking too many drugs. They clown you like a circus, a misunderstood man missing a few circuits, ain't found the right outlet, still in shock, thinking spoons would be good for the outlet, but at the end of the day, I'll make sure I always treat you like the man I remember. I'll ignore your appearance because you lost your parents apparently. Even if you lose both parents, it's about the crack instead of what made you crack. I'm gonna do this. My favorite poem that I recently created. It's called Bodies.
Wait, before you start, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you taking a request or is this about to be like your last one?
No, this is the last one. This gotta be the last one because it's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah. What was the request though? Like what?
What was it? Oh, Blackout.
Blackout? I could do it. Can I do two, y'all?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Come on.
It really is. But this neighborhood hood, so the lights go out a lot. It's a lot of blackouts. And you know when it's a blackout, that means that the black's out. And that means that somebody's going to black out and pull their black out and put it to the back of a black's head. Now it's a blackout. A whole family went a black out because a black took a black out like black mom kicks black child at 18. A black took a black out, but not on a date. No romance was involved, but somebody still got their flowers. Somebody still got the black out. So my question is, who do we blame when a black take a black out? Maybe the electricity company. Like they ain't turned the power on fast enough. Or maybe we blame it on the church. Like they ain't spread the gospel enough in the hood. Or do we blame it on the government? Like they ain't give us enough resources so we can't see each other in the dark. Because to be honest, the only time I see light in the dark be candle visual, 4th of July, fireworks. Blacks trying to see how well that firework. It's like somebody fired all the workers at the electricity company, or somebody burned down the church, so we lost the light in the dark. So what blacks did is we got creative. We started depending on switches. You figure if you put enough holes in the dark, you might see light on the other side. You starting to get the picture now? It's a Kodak moment. Everybody snapping, taking pictures. Everybody snapping, taking pictures. See, I rewrote this poem one time, and then I get to this part, and I'll be like, what is it? All right, I got you. What is it at?
Take your time, Paul.
All right. Oh, there it is. There it is. You starting to get the picture now? Black on black be a Kodak moment. So many of us snapping, taking shots in the dark. I mean, we damn near photographers. All it take is a click of a button, or a click of niggas with buttons fighting over bending metal at the speed of light. I mean, some of us even bend crystal at the speed of light and sell it to people who only know darkness. So if you ask me, I think we all got the ability to see light, but the question is, how you gonna wield it? Is you gonna be the one snapping the photos, or is you gonna be the one giving a snapshot, talking about how you made it out the dark? And for the last one. Cocaine used to be pure. The devil used to be an angel. Proof that pure things can eventually become diluted. I mean, the church, it used to be a house for the Holy Spirit, and now it's for entertainment. A house of profit. a business that don't adhere to the Better Business Bureau. It's more like you just better bury your bodies. We hide our skeletons around here. If you can entertain, then you get everlasting life. And every last life might not make it to heaven, but as long as they know where the hell the money is going.
No.
Penny pensions, every pocket. It's a stick up. Bet you ain't no church could be where we pull sticks up. Could be on the corner where you might tie the homeless man outside of the liquor store. You might receive a sermon from someone sipping a 40. It's in the streets. You be a fool to think the body could be boxed in like the body ain't got free will or something. Like the body can't be in the barbershop, the grocery store, the library. I mean, maybe even in your backyard. You see, a building ain't a blueprint to community. And a building don't necessarily mean building community. I mean, you could build something on the rock, but you could also build something on the rock foundation. So church is more like a rolling stone or more like rolling those dice. I mean, you'd be lucky if you find a body that don't treat you like an amputated limb. That just accept you to the body. They don't judge you for how many bodies you got or what you've done to your body, but they just accept you to the body. Now look to your neighbor and say body.
Body.
Now you see how every body was different. Now that's a body. Thank you. It's always good seeing like new faces' reactions to the poem because it's like it's crazy. I did the poem for somebody. They was like real churchy type of person, right?
Yeah.
And they was like, I like that poem, and I was so confused. And I was like, but it made me realize that the poem is doing its job, right? Yeah. If it can reach everybody and not just one specific person. So, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. And thank you all for coming. Like even the people I don't know, thank you to everybody who showed up. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Get back here and exit again. That wordplay is always crazy, man.
I feel like I want to write one.
Drae, did you know that you brought people to their feet in the middle of that poem? Did you catch that? Like, no shit, for real. Like, boom.
I just need to go find a body.
Got a job to do. That was incredible. Let's give it up for Drae Day. The energy in this room has been great all night. I mean, it's always a good night, but I love having all of this crowd here. Feel free every time you can come. I know that's not every time for everybody, but anytime you can come, first Wednesday of the month, we love having you. Let's give it up for everybody who blessed the open mic. Incredible open mic. Give it up for everybody who's in the room. Even if you didn't come up to the mic, your energy was amazing. We appreciate you. Give it up for Seth Bale in the back who made it out of this. Rialto Theatre. And last, certainly not least, give it up one last time for our feature tonight, Drae Day! Thank you.